What it is, YouTube people, my name is Nate, and we got a lot of information regarding Call of Duty Black Ops 3, its create-a-class system, its gunsmith system, its camouflage system, and I'm going to try and cram all of that information into one single video, so please bear with me. First of all, what I want to talk about is the gunsmith system. This is going to allow you to create as well as name your own weapon variant. Basically, what you would do is you'd pick any gun off the list. I'd assume any gun. I'm not sure about how it would work with, like, assault shields, or even if those are going to be in the game. But you pick any normal gun, like, say, let's just pretend an MSMC or an AK variant, and you could pick about 5 attachments to put on that gun, plus primary gunfighter. I hear it's about 6. So basically, with all those attachments, in the gunsmith, you can basically edit their cosmetic appearances. You cannot actually edit what the weapon's body is going to look like, but you can cosmetically alter the gun and its attachments' appearances. So say I got foregrip. There'd be a bunch of different options for it. There'd be foregrip 1, foregrip 2, and foregrip 3. All of these would have the exact same statistical effect on my weapon, but they would all have different cosmetic appearances. One might be a bit of a longer foregrip, one might have, like, better, I'm not sure what those things are called, like finger curls. They'd all have different cosmetic appearances, but their actual statistical effect has no real value to it other than what the base offers. So it basically just allows you to kind of change how your gun looks, but it doesn't do much other than that. But you also get to rename your weapon. I'm not sure how that's going to work and how they're going to prevent a bunch of very vulgar names. I'm very ecstatic to see some of the very creative names the community is going to be able to come up with. But moving on, inside of the gunsmith, there's also a camo editor. This is going to allow you to create and add your own camo to almost any gun. The way this is going to work isn't entirely set in stone yet. A lot of people got to play the pre-alpha, which occurred a few days ago when they delivered their insight on this, but what from it appears you're going to be able to pick 64 of these shapes. Think of it like the emblem editor, how you could like put emblems onto your player card, and then you could transfer those to your gun. You could transfer an emblem to your gun. It's basically going to be like that, but on a much grander scale, and isn't going to show up on your player card. So you can pick apparently 64 of these per side of your weapon. You know how your weapon's got a right and left side typically? Well, you could pick 64 of these shapes to put on each side, coming up altogether for 128 different shapes that you can use to customize your weapon's camo and capitalize on that. So it's going to look really, really cool, and it doesn't demand any sort of symmetry or something like that. So I could have zebra stripes on one side and a bunch of like tic-tac-toe parts on another. That's just a generalization, of course, but it's gonna look really cool, and the game's really seeming to capitalize on all of this visual and cosmetic stuff, which I'm all for. In all honesty, I like the idea. And finally, there's some info regarding the Pick 10 system. They're carrying this over from Black Ops 2 with some minor changes. So, first of all, kill streaks will not be included in the Pick 10 system. You can pick 3 kill streaks, but they will not be deducted off of your Pick 10. So you have 10 points, and not a single one of them needs to be spent on score streaks, which is pretty good. It's going to allow you to kind of buff up your weapons a bit better, especially considering now you can have 5 attachments on one gun. So they're going to let you play with that as much as possible. And it's also apparently there's some new wild cards. Now, these were not talked about a lot, but apparently one of these is an overkill wild card that gives you more, I guess you could say, slots per weapon. I'm not sure how that works. I heard about this like once on Twitter, and I'm not sure if that's correct. I didn't even say the sentence right anyways. But that is all I've got for you today. So there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff that I kind of crammed in this video. If you enjoyed it, I recommend you go check out other videos which are separate, and they describe each one of these things in depth in their own rightful video, so you can get a little bit more clarification on what these things are. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Nate. If you enjoyed the video, please rate it where you deem necessary. Bye-bye, everyone.